So first, let's measure the bearing, first bearing and second bearing, which is the same, that is 0.55. Then, because the first and second bearing are the same, it means it is a collision course and it will pass through your position. Then that will be your RML. Then measure the range of the first and second bearing. So 10 nautical miles. If you notice, there is an error in printing. That's why it will not point exactly at the 10 nautical mile radius. Then next, measure the second bearing, which is 8 nautical miles. So there's your 8 nautical miles. It is a little bit more than the 8 nautical mile radius, and that is because of error of printing the radar plotting sheet. So in this case, your SRM is 10 minus 8 nautical miles. It means the distance is 2. Then label the first bearing as your R, and then the second as your M. You can also try to write the bearing times and bearing and range of the targets on the corner of your radar plotting sheet. Then remember that the SRM is distance divided by time. So the distance is 2 nautical miles. Then divided by the 6 minutes divided by 60 minutes. That is divided by 0.1 hour. Then you will obtain the SRM, which is 20 knots. Label the first bearing as R and then put the time. Then the second bearing as M, that is 11:06 hours. Then draw your own ship, that is, on ship's course is 000. Label it as E to R, and then transfer it to the target. Connect it to R, and then measure the speed, and then write the E. So there's the ER. Then measure the distance of your speed. So speed is 20 knots. Remember that the formula is distance is equal to speed times time. So speed times time, your speed is 20 knots times 0.01 hour is 2 nautical miles. Then put it on your R so that you can label the E. write your E, then there is your E to R. Then measure your MX, which is 4 nautical miles. So remember, the MX is the point of execution, that is the point of changing your speed or adjusting your speed. Label it as MX, and then draw a line from MX passing tangent to your 2 nautical mile required CPA. Then that would be the new relative motion line. Then bring it to the center and measure the DRM. So that's where your DRM is. You can write DRM to mark it. Then do not move your other triangle. Okay, the technique is turn your triangle so that you can mark 90 degrees to your new CPA. Then mark also the new BCPA. By the way, I was not able to show you the new DRM that I transferred to M. So you can see it there now. Now we need to measure the speed of the target, which is the EM or E to M. So mark E to M. That will be your true speed and true course. By the way, as you can see the line in the middle, that is the new RML that I transferred from the new CPA. So that is the new RML that I transferred to M, but it was not shown in the video a while ago. But as you can see, the line from M intersecting the E to R or the on-ship line, and the intersection will be labeled as R prime. So your R prime to M, that will be your new SRM, and your new speed would be E to R prime. As you can see, the course has not changed. That is still 0, 0, 0 degrees. Only the speed of on-ship is reduced. Then we can now write DRM, SRM, true course, true speed, and then we can write CPA, TCPA, BCR, BCPA, BCR, BCT, bow crossing time, new DRM, new SRM, new CPA, new CPA, which is actually given. That is the 2 nautical mile required CPA. Then NTCPA, then NBCPA. Then finally, the new speed. New speed of your own ship. Okay, so DRM is the reciprocal of your first and second bearing, which is 0.55. 0.55 plus 180 is 235. Then SRM is 10 nautical miles minus 8 nautical miles. That is 2 nautical miles divided by the time, which is 6 minutes. 6 divided by 60, that is equal to 0.1 hour. So 2 nautical mile, 2 nautical mile divided by the zero point 1 hour is equal to 20 knots. So that is your SRM. Then the true course as measured is 297.5. Then the target speed is 18.3 knots. Now the CPA, because it is passing in your own position, which is a collision course, then that is 0 nautical miles. Then the TCPA, you do not need to measure this one. No? Remember that the 2 nautical mile is equal to 6 minutes. So 8 nautical miles divided by the SRM, which is 20, that is you have 4 by 6 minutes. So that is 24 minutes. And then add it to your time at the second observation or second at M, then that would be 11:30. So your BCR, which is also passing, is also passing in your position, that is also 0. And then the BCPA, then the bow crossing time is also the same as the TCPA, which is 10:30. Which is 11:30. Then your new DRM, we marked it already, that is 265. Then your new SRM is 17 knots. Your new CPA is required, that is 2 nautical mile. Then measure the distance from M to the new CPA and then divide it by the new SRM, which is 17. Then the time at MX is 12 minutes past M. So that is 11:18. Okay, so we measured 3.4 nautical miles. Divided by the SRM, which is 17. So your new TCPA is 11:30 hours. The new BCPA is 355 degrees. True. Then your new speed, measure it from E to R prime or E to R1. Okay, that is 10 knots. 1 nautical mile divided by the 6 minutes converted to hour, that is zero point 0.1 hour. So that would be 10 knots. Your new speed should be 10 knots. Okay, so see you again next video. Thank you for watching.